Kyle back to return here for the Rough Riders. And now taking his time, that's Fa'asoa. And Fa'asoa will kick heads out of bounds, and kAIMUKI looking for a flag there on special teams. Doesn't look like they'll get it here.
Yeah, that was an interesting punt, as wasn't necessarily a fake, but he held that ball on to the last second to really kick it off. Not sure if that's practice or what that was all about.
I thought he thought about going for it. It's like he was going to run with it.
That's absolutely what it looked like. Had a long way to go.
So here comes the Rough Riders now, as their first drive of the second half ended with a field goal off of a turnover. Let's see what they do with it from the 45. Ogata's pass up top. That's going to be complete near the first down marker. As receiving that one is going to be Chase Akana.
Yeah, great job there by Chase Akana, just, getting a separation. He's pushing his DB off, making the DB turn his hips, and cuts back for a nice hitch route and first down.
So Wahilani, the single setback, will get the give here on first down. And he'll get to the 39-yard line of kAIMUKI, pick up a 4. Kale Wahilani, the 5'11 senior, with the run.
Yeah, so we're used to seeing Roosevelt throw out of the spread formation, but they decide to go with a design run play, and big hole and another really good gain.
So Ogata again to Wahilani, trying to get to the outside, following his blockers, and looks like he's just going to get enough for that first down. Nice penetration up front from the offensive line.
Yeah, offensive line getting some great push off the ball, and really shocking kAIMUKI. They're going really tempo here, hurry up offense, and taking advantage of their opportunities.
And now they move the chains, as Marshall Harvest was saying, no, that's a first down. We're going to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 here from the 33-yard line of kAIMUKI. Wahilani, the single setback. Ogata looks right, pushes off a defender, and now escapes. Has some room to the top side, will head out of bounds past the first down marker to the 21-yard line. Ogata, just so dangerous, but has great presence to get out to the first down.
Yeah, it looks like he's limping off the field, though. That's not what you want to see from your starting quarterback, as that run looks like might have pulled something, and Roosevelt smartly takes a timeout to get their offense more situated.
And yeah, if you're a Roosevelt fan, indeed, it's not a good sign, as Ogata is getting checked out by the training staff, and that's definitely gonna change things offensively here as for Roosevelt, as we're trying to find you the backup quarterback here. Brandon Teixeira, who also plays wide receiver, is listed as one of their backup quarterbacks. But we also saw them in the big formation as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments that Roosevelt will have to make here. And I believe also now coming in to be the quarterback is going to be Kolea Paumakalino, who's also another backup quarterback as well.
Yeah, it's disappointing because they had such great momentum on this drive, and that's a huge momentum killer. It gives kAIMUKI a chance to catch their breath, kind of regroup, and we'll see if this new QB can keep the momentum going.
So now the give is going to be to Wahilani, and now a late flag comes out after the tackle, as Wahilani gets to the 29-yard line. Short pickup on the play.
Now, I'd expect kAIMUKI to really load the box and try to stop this run to see if this new QB really is ready for his moment here to make the big throws in this playoff game. As there's a huge penalty.
63, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Roosevelt goes back about 15 yards.
I believe it was a holding penalty on the left tackle that time. That's Christian Keave with the hold. So make it first down and 20 from the kAIMUKI 31. Paumakalino in at the quarterback. Wahilani. It's Paumakalino showing some shifty moves here. Get some of that penalty yardage back to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Macalino, an athlete in his own right there as you go to the replay. Didn't really let his passing routes develop, just decided to take off with it up the middle, made some good yards. So maybe a little confidence from this young man, you know, playing with a little swagger. It's his time to see what he could do.
Double wides either side. Wahilani the single setback. Paumakalino out of the gun. A quick out pass is going to be complete. Being spun out of bounds. Scott Chung with the reception will get this a third and manageable.
Yeah, great route combination there. Nice and simple, easy for the quarterback to read. Just a two-man route combination. You see the slot receiver does a quick out, and usually if the corner's backed off, you can hit that. And a nice, accurate throw by Paumakalino, and Roosevelt is picking up right where they left off. They're rolling. See if they can get a first down here.
Paumakalino on third down, and there's the pressure from the Kaimuki defense. And he's going to get brought down in the backfield for a loss of 4 or 5 on this one. And we got to give credit to the pressure of Tevita Loketti.
Yeah, Tevita Loketti has actually been a really good player the last couple of years. You know, he's comes from a football background, as we could say, and great job showing his diversity as he plays offensive line and defensive line.
So the decision time here, as it's going to be 4th down territory here for the Rough Riders. Trying to make a statement here. Paumakalino out of the gun. Will throw it up top, has the man. That is going to be caught in the end zone. Catching it over his shoulder, Isaac Kalekau gets Roosevelt on the board here with 3:52 in the third quarter.
And just a beautiful throw. He dropped a dime on that one. As on the last play, he had a receiver wide open over the middle. You know he's licking his chops. He wanted to throw it. This time you just see one-on-one coverage and just throws a beautiful fade to the back pylon. And wow, the junior quarterback coming in off the bench, making a statement here in this game that he's ready for the big time.
So here's the extra point. It's up and it's good. So Roosevelt takes the lead here with 3:52 to go. 17-10 here over Kaimuki. It's Paumakalino with a 20-yard
TV
touchdown
timeout.
pass.
Now there's a technology that's lighting the way to a new mortgage for people all across Hawaii. Introducing Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii, Hawaii's leading lender. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii lets you apply for a home loan anytime from any device, making the mortgage and refi process faster and easier. Or work hand in hand with the loan experts from Hawaii's #1 mortgage team. So put the power of choice and control in your hands. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii. Welcome to tomorrow.
And welcome back here to Aloha Stadium. 17-10 as we look back here at the replay. Jarek, what made this play work?
You know, they had one-on-one coverage, and Kaimuki was daring this quarterback to make a play, and the receiver just made a beautiful move and was able to push inside towards the field. Then he faded outside towards the boundary, which is difficult as a DB to kind of cover. And Paumakalina just laid it out there, and the receiver was able to run up under it and pull it in.
And I tell you what, let's talk about this Roosevelt team. Starting the second half was trailing 10-7, and now 10 unanswered points here from Roosevelt in the second half. What has been working here for Roosevelt?
Well, field position has been huge for Roosevelt. They haven't had to travel very far. That first score was a little unfortunate. They had a stroke of luck as the Kaimuki runner was down, but referees called them up with the strip. And they've just been able to take advantage ever since. So now the momentum really shifting in Roosevelt's favor. You see the Bulldogs kind of on their heels. Their offense is stalling. So this is going to be a really big drive here for the Bulldogs.
So Ho's punt or kick would be returned. And that's a nice return that time by number 34, Matthew Williams. And Williams will get some good field position here for kAIMUKI to start at their own 40.
Absolutely. That's really the spark they needed to really get this Bulldog offense into some good territory and get some good momentum. Great blocks there and just wide open holes, and wasn't touched till he was about 30 yards downfield.
So kAIMUKI will come back out in Mayava as they're trying to set up here offensively. Asuega Fuala'au, the single setback. They go trips up top. Single man to the bottom. That's Boris Montgomery. Long snap count here for Mayava. Fuala'au will get the ball spinning off of the defender and fighting for some yardage. But it's going to get tackled for a short gain on that one. Isaac Kaliakau, who caught the touchdown, comes up with the tackle.
Yeah, you see with both of these schools, you know, they're not huge. You see a lot of kids playing both ways, and so that's when you start seeing the breakdowns in these third and fourth quarters. It start to get a little more tired. So that's when these big plays happen. So great job by a lot of these players going Iron Man here and really making plays on both sides of the ball.
Two wides. Mayava will shift to the right. Pass complete to Kaluna. Kaluna, following some blockers, will dive forward near midfield, close to the first down marker. Nice pitch and catch here for kAIMUKI.
Yeah, and, you know, great screen play. Nice and simple throw. Get the ball out of your quarterback's hands quickly. See if your athletes can make some defenders miss, which he does, and keep marching down the field. This is what kAIMUKI's been needing. This is what they've been doing in the first half. It's good to see they're back comfortable.
So it's going to be enough for a First Hawaiian Bank first down at midfield. Fuala'au next to Mayava. Mayava will give to Fuala'au, breaks the initial tackle, and he's going to get bent backwards here, and just looks like an awkward play, and now there's a late flag, as that play just did not look good, just how it finished.
Oh, there were players down all over the field as we get the call from the referees. Just a couple of dangerous situations there on that last play.
Ka'eo Okana was the man that brought down Fuala'au. And we'll head downstairs to Marshall Harvest.
Blocking below the waist. Number 20, defense. $10 penalty. Results, first down.
And that's a penalty against the Rough Riders, and looks like 15 free yards here for kAIMUKI.
Yeah,
hey, Jim,
so,
Jim, we winding,
like
we winding, Jim, we winding.
Or a low hit. It's kind of off screen. What you saw was the defensive back really go after the offensive lineman, took him out at the knees, and it was really uncalled for. I really support that penalty. You got to play safe out here. That was unnecessary.
2 minutes here in the third quarter. Mayava taking a shot, top side, has a man! Touchdown in stride. Kobe Moananu, 35-yard passing touchdown.
And that is the second time they hook up on such a long pass play. Great job and beautiful throw. It was timed perfectly. He put it out. There's a little bit of a blown coverage, or the safety didn't roll over fast enough. So when you're playing that cover two as a corner, you're gonna have to really, you know, carry that receiver and give your safety some help, which didn't happen. Nice throw, nice catch, big touchdown as kAIMUKI looks to tie the game.
That's the kick by Kawamoto. The kick is up, and that is good. So we're all tied at 17 with 1:58 to go here in the third quarter. And talk about a response as we look back here at the beautiful thrown ball by Mayava.
And that was just a great drive by kAIMUKI. It's kind of how they finished that second quarter, you know, really mixing it up between the run and the pass. They had some short completions to really loosen up that defense. And that's what you see. You go short. You got to expect that deep ball at some point, and Roosevelt just wasn't ready for it.
So Mayava, with his second touchdown pass on the afternoon, ties this one up here for kAIMUKI at 17 with 1:58 here in the third quarter. And I tell you what, kAIMUKI and Roosevelt, their fans are here supporting them. OIA championship is on the line here in Division 2. It's been a good one. So here's the kick. Now we have whistles right after Kawamoto's kick. And I believe it looks like it's going to be against kAIMUKI, so we're probably going to have a re-kick here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, false
Kick
start.
infraction on the kicking
Offsides
team.
on the
5-yard
kickoff.
penalty.
Got a
Replay
little
kick.
early and setting Roosevelt up for some really good field position.
Indeed, and like you said, that's pretty much been in Roosevelt's favor here in the second half on starting the drive in good field position, only having to go maybe 50, 60 yards, half the distance of the field.
And, you know, Roosevelt has to show that they can sustain long drives, and in order for them to show that, kAIMUKI's got to be disciplined as a nice kick comes off, but they've got to be able to stop them deep and not give up that field position.
So here's Shepard, kick Kahuna, has some space on the return, going down the sideline at 20, finally gets tripped up inside the 15, but what a return by Shepard, kick Kahuna, 70 yards. Oh my.
And we just talked about that field position game. That penalty on the kickoff backs him up as we go to the replay, and as Kahuna just makes a couple defenders miss, just really poor tackling, and he's off to the races. So you got to give credit there to number 6, Avin Tanioko, who really chased him down and saved a touchdown. But here we are already inside the 10-yard line, Roosevelt, and they're hyped. They got the momentum. They're feeling good right now.
And now still out on the field, that's Kolea Pamakalino. Looks right, finds some open space up the middle. Oh my goodness. Pamakalino got tackled by the helmet. That did not look good at all.
No, he got wrapped around the neck, and obviously the Roosevelt coaches and fans and everybody in the stadium was looking for a flag as you go to the replay, as he comes through and just wraps him up around the neck. And I'm not sure why we don't see a flag in that situation. This is an extremely dangerous play. Again, it was incidental, it wasn't intentional, but at the same time, the rules are the rules.
So Pamakalino on second down to the corner of the end zone, and almost coming up with it with a one-arm catch. It's number 80, that's Chase Akana, but ran out of real estate there on second down.
Yeah, that was just one-man route, a little bit of a double move, and Makalina just wanted to put it up there, see if he can make a play, but great coverage there. That was number 34 for the Bulldogs, just all over the receiver. So great job by Matthew Williams, really blanketing the receiver.
So fans getting into it now here on third down, 53 ticks left here in the third quarter. Pamakalino, strike over the middle. That is caught on the slant pass. We'll try to get a number for you.
I believe that's number 20.
Yes, Isaac Kaleakau.
And Kaleakau just coming up huge here in this third quarter. Pamakalino just, that's another level throw right there. That's a college level throw as he puts it in through that tight window right in front of the linebacker, and beautiful timing, perfectly in stride. This kid, Pamakalino Jr., coming in off the bench, is really making a statement at quarterback, really taking this team to another level, giving them another swagger. And here we are, 24-17 Rough Riders.
Just looking back at the pass from Makalina, and I tell you what, it looks like he has done this before. I mean, backup quarterback coming in, probably one of the most top playoff games that you're going to have to play, most important of the season, and delivers 2 straight touchdowns to give Roosevelt the lead.
Yeah, and coming in as a junior, you know, these young kids, sometimes you don't know what you don't know, so you get in there, you're just having fun, you're slinging the football around. Coach is getting more and more trust in him, see if he can make some plays happen. you got some great athletes there. You've been getting great pass protection. So with his ability to either look at the first option, if it's not there, he's going to run, or if he's confident in it, he's going to deliver that football.
So far, both teams has been able to show that they're able to respond after a score. Now kAIMUKI will get a chance here with 48 ticks here in the third quarter.
But again, we go back to that field position game. You see where Roosevelt started that drive. And again, they haven't been able to show if they're able to sustain a long enough drive because they haven't had to. So kAIMUKI really needs to focus on that field position battle.
And now we have a short 5-yard penalty against Roosevelt. And now they're going to have to kick off from their own 35 instead of the 40.
And that's exactly what happened to kAIMUKI on their kickoff.
So Paul Ho sets it up. Matthew Williams back to return alongside Kaluna. Ho's kick will head out of bounds and out of bounds near the 20, and that will cause a penalty, which kAIMUKI will now start in excellent field position. Going to start at their own 30, or 35-yard line.
Yeah, and it looks like Roosevelt with a directional
Kick
kick
infraction
trying
on
to
the
pin them in
kicking
that
team.
corner.
5-yard penalty.
Unfortunately, just wasn't
Redo the kick.
successful, and we'll see if kAIMUKI is able to answer back. Both defenses haven't been able to do much in this opening quarter of the second half. Hopefully, the defensive coordinators have been going to the drawing board, making some adjustments, but like we talked about, a lot of these players play both ways, so there's not a lot of time to sit and discuss defense, and so that's where your holes come from.
So it looks like they're going to re-kick.
kAIMUKI electing the re-kick instead of taking the penalty.
So it's from the 30-yard line again for Mr. Ho. Williams and Kaluna, sorry. Williams and Kaluna back to return. As Kaluna will go up to this one at the 26-yard line, trying to get some blockers going upfield. Has some now, little extra movement on the feet there, showing the footwork. He was a little excited he had that much room. As he'll get spotted out of bounds near the, let's call it the 45-yard line of Roosevelt.
Yeah, great call by the coach electing for the re-kick, as you know, you got a great chance as both teams are getting a little bit more tired here. As you see a great return, you see the little high step, trying to put on a little show there, see if he can fake a defender out. Unfortunately, no one was near him to fake out, but he looked cool. That's all that matters.
So Mayava will come back. They go double wides to the near side, single man. Asuefula out, the single setback. Mayava out of the gun. They'll try and set up the screen, and that could have been easily picked off as Mayava kind of lollipopped that ball in, trying to get the touch pass.
Yeah,
Luckily, fall isn't complete.
That was an extremely dangerous throw, as there was just nothing there from the start. As you see the swing pass, just nothing doing. If 21 Micah Kukahiva would have been paying attention to the football, that would have been pick six the other way.
So here they come. Trips to the near side. Single man on the bottom. Fulao, the single setback. Mayava steps up in the pocket. Pass falls incomplete to Kobe Moananu. And Mayava put that ball right where it needed to be. Moananu unable to hang on.
Yeah, hit him dead in the numbers. So we see Mayava is kind of uncomfortable, going through his progressions. He's just going back to his favorite target and his safety blanket, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. He was open, but you got to help your quarterback out in that situation. Mayava did have some receivers open on the side he was looking, just wasn't feeling it.
So 3rd and 10 from the 47. Mayava steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run with it. Now throws and ends up in the hands, I don't know how, from Jonah Fa'asoa. And they're going to get enough for the first down. I want to see the replay on this.
Yeah, that was originally who Mayava wanted to go to, except he was doubled on the crossing route. So if you see here in the replay, you see in the middle of the field, see he's double covered, but you think he's going to run it, and he pulls up the last second, delivers the strike, and great composure by Maiava, keeping his eyes downfield, and that's a first Hawaiian Bank first down.
You just talk about the athleticism from Jaden Maiava, keeping the play alive, stretching the play, the athleticism to get enough for the first down and keep the drive alive. And that should be the last play of the third quarter, and we'll take that into break as Roosevelt leads to the fourth quarter 24-17 as you're watching the Division II OIA Championship game on Stadium Stars.
TV timeout.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Chaz Mihar, Jarek Lake up here in the press box booth. 24-17 as one more quarter as we will crown our Division II OIA champion between Roosevelt and kAIMUKI. kAIMUKI looking for their first OIA title since 2010, which was back in Division II. And also for Roosevelt, looking for a repeat as they won the OIA championship last year in 2018. And what a tremendous season from head coach Ku Kaho'olihala, leading the Rough Riders and trying to look for a repeat here in 2019.
You know, that's always the hope, but you got to give hats off to kAIMUKI and their coaching staff. They've really turned this football program around the last few years. kAIMUKI kind of, you know, fell off the radar a little bit and, you know, went through some changes. So a new staff comes in and really enforced a new culture. You know, I coached a lot of these kids in flag football in their, you know, their middle school years, and football wasn't really what kAIMUKI was known for, but this coach put in a new culture, and it's been great for the last few years.
And Maiava will fake the run as his pass is complete over the middle to Taufa.
Yeah, as we go to the replay here, Maiava, a nice little play action. He's a little flat-footed throw, hits a nice slant route. And that's kind of been the formula here is quick passes, running up the middle, and then try to hit them deep on a second down or third down.
Trips up top, single man on the bottom. Fu'ola'au, the single setback, and he'll get the give as doing a nice job of finding some seams through the lane. We'll get enough for the first down for kAIMUKI, and the vision from Asuaga Fu'ola'au.
Yeah, great job. Fu'ola'au, just patient and vision, like you said, is great blocking up front, and he was not touched at least, you know, 4 yards downfield. So give credit to that offensive line who's seen 78 Ricky Wells pulled through. 78, another one of these kids I coached way back in middle school. It's good to see him being successful at this level. Only a junior.
So 1st and 10, trips up top. As there's a flag before the snap. So we'll head downstairs for the call.
Dead ball. Encroachment. 44 defense. 5-yard penalty. Down remains 1.
So encroachment against the defense, and kAIMUKI getting some free yardage here from the Rough Riders.
Yeah, you'll take that any day of the week, especially when you're in your own red zone. So here we are, trips left, spread offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see another run play.
So Maiava out of the gun on first down. Over the middle. And that was a tight window that he was trying to get it into as he was trying to find Jonah Fa'asoa. But also nice coverage from the Roosevelt secondary.
Yeah, that's great coverage. You know, Maiava, like you said, he usually stares down his receivers and he picks his favorite targets, either Moana Nu or like he went there to Fa'asoa. But he had Kaluna out on the flats, just wide open for a walk-in touchdown, just didn't look his way. He'll want that throw back.
2nd and 5 from the 13. Maiava looks left. Ball's up in the air, long time. As it will fall incomplete. That was to Moana Nu. And in coverage was number 14. Logan Quilan.
Yeah, great job by Fuana Nunu, as it looked like this could have been an interception, but he goes and really fights for that ball. And again, KAIMUKI went to that same play. They went the play before, hoping for that same out route, but it wasn't open. You know, the Rough Riders switched up their defense a little bit. So as we can see, his favorite targets are what they're doing in the red zone. So we got to be able to mix it up if they want to move this ball.
3rd and 13. Quick pass here from Maiava. Breaks another tackle. Stayed on his feet. Kind of lingering his way into the end zone. That's Kaulana Kaluna. What an effort that time to stay on his feet and kind of nimble his way into the end zone.
Yeah, he's going to be happy with that because the last 2 plays, he really wanted that ball. I was watching him, hands up in the air, like, give me the rock and see what I could do with it. And on this 3rd down, that's exactly what they do. They give him the rock and see what he does with it. Stays on his feet. Great balance, great power, and great effort fighting into that end zone. And let's see if we get ourselves a tie ball game.
So the extra point is up, and that is good from Kurt Kawamoto. And for the 3rd straight time here in the second half, we are tied, as now it's 24-24 with 10:27 to go in the 4th quarter. And we're going to look back here at the Kaluna touchdown pass.
Just a simple hitch route and all individual effort after that. We mentioned earlier, as the game goes on with so many players playing both ways, defenses start to get a little lax. Both teams have been starting in great field position, but give credit to KAIMUKI fighting back after giving up 17 points in this 3rd quarter. They stuck with it, stayed patient, stayed with their game plan, didn't panic, and you see the tie ball game. But now we're going to see which defense is able to step up and make a play.
Or to make a stop as well. I mean, that would be crucial.
Especially on this kick return here, right? You got a chance to pin them back for good field position. That's what you want to do.
So Kawamoto, as they go for the onside kick, and KAIMUKI has it. And now they're trying to go the other way, but they're going to stop it. Let's see now. As one of the sideline refs are saying it was down on the Roosevelt 49-yard line. We're looking for a signal. There it is.
KAIMUKI football.
Yeah,
that is KAIMUKI ball. I don't think you can return your own onside kick. That's why they blew it dead. But wow, what a move by Coach Totofi, going with the onside kick out of nowhere and perfectly executed. As we go to the replay, it's the perfect hop and just great recovery. That there is number 20 for KAIMUKI. Boris Montgomery, and just great awareness and completely caught Rough Riders off guard. And if our defense can't make a play, maybe our special teams can.
I tell you what, Roosevelt was set up differently. They were going 3-3, and then they had 4 returners in the back. Great play call there from KAIMUKI to get the ball back.
Yeah, great coaching from the booth, identifying that and really making that adjustment.
So Maiava on 1st down, Fuala'au will get the ball, but nice tackle in the backfield. That's Ka'eo Akana from his defensive tackle.
Yeah, it looked like there was going to be a big gain on that play, but unfortunately was wrapped up by Akana. And now we have a 2nd and 11 situation. It'll be interesting to see if they want Maiava to put that ball in the air. As he's been kind of inconsistent these last couple drives.
1 yard loss on the play, make it 2nd and 11. As they'll try the other way, and Fuala'au ball gets batted around and juggled. But what concentration and athleticism from Fuala'au to hang on.
Yeah, Fuala'au almost gave up a big play. That ball squirts out. We go to the replay, so they go back to that same run play where he got the power. After the tackle, the ball is popped up in the air, but he's able to juggle it and bring it in. So fortunate for KAIMUKI Bulldogs.
So 9:17 here in the 4th quarter. All tied at 24. Trips up top, single man on the bottom. Full out. Out of the gun. Here's Mayava. Pressure coming. Shuffles up. Throws over the middle. And he had a man coming across, but throws behind. But there is a penalty in the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like the area of holding. Great job by Mayava. Again, escaping the pressure and keeping his eyes downfield.
We'll head downstairs for the call.
Holding 58. Offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
So holding penalty against kAIMUKI will be declined. So set up a 4th down, and it's going to bring out the punting unit here for kAIMUKI. And we talked about seeing what team can get a stop. Roosevelt just got one there, hanging tough. And now it looks like hopefully they can secure the ball here on special teams and they can get their offense back the ball.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised that coaches decided to go for it here on 4th and 8 with as bad as the special teams have been playing. As the kick goes up, we'll see what happens.
And this will take a nice kAIMUKI bounce and will head all the way inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. So when we return, Roosevelt will have it at their own 2 with 8:51 in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back.
TV timeout.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. We're looking back here at the punt from Jonah Fa'asoa that pins Roosevelt back all the way to the 2-yard line. And we talked about this earlier. We were kind of questioning how come they didn't maybe go for it on 4th down. But the biggest thing that has set up all the scores has been field position.
Yeah, and now we see Roosevelt with the worst starting field position of the game, and kAIMUKI a great opportunity after, you know, they weren't able to do anything with that onside kick. We'll see if they can maybe force them to stay back at their own end zone, maybe get a safety. But again, these are also where these big plays come from, is the back of the end zone, as the defense gets a little too aggressive sometimes.
So 8:51 here for Roosevelt. Ball at their own 2-yard line as Ogata checks back into the game. As the run goes up the middle. This is Kale Wahilani. Get a couple yards there on 1st down.
Yeah, so they go with the sprint dive, which is a great safe play call. See if you can get yourself a couple of yards, a little bit of breathing room, so you can get back into some of your normal plays and hopefully secure a 1st down.
Trips near side. Wahilani, the single setback. Ogata makes a read. Now we'll bring Wahilani to the right. Ogata out of the gun. Little hitch pass. As they're going to mark this incomplete. As nice coverage. As unable to hang on was Devin Nahaye.
Yeah, that was great coverage as he gets in there and just swipes the ball out. So good job by the defensive back in forcing a 3rd and long from their own end zone.
Number 84. We don't have his number here, but he was the man that set up this 3rd down. Double wides here. Ogata's looking right. We'll throw this into the near side. Has the man. As what a catch. As coming back to the football was Isaac Kaleikau. And we'll get Roosevelt some breathing room here.
Yeah, so a little design rollout play there. And he just puts the ball up there. Seems like it was up there forever, but he was open. Great route running there by number 20, Kaleikau, and that's a huge 1st down and some momentum for the Rough Riders.
Here's Ogata. Now changing direction, throws while he's hit. Ball's tipped up in the air. Then he had possession. He did, and that's going to be picked off of the tip. Keith Hallers.
Wow, and what a turn of events here. So this interception you're going to have to put on Ogata as trying to do a little too much with this football. So they try to set up the double move, going back to kAIMUKI again, wasn't there. The defensive line puts pressure, and all of a sudden, number 5, Kaluna on the other side of the ball, after scoring that touchdown, comes back and makes a huge interception as we see an injured Bulldog on the field.
As this is definitely not good if you're a kAIMUKI fan. As now they have both training staffs here. Checking out, we're trying to get a number as they're kind of covering him. As they attend to him, we'll step aside. We'll be right back after this. Here is there you see Kaulana Kaluna, the man that was injured on the field. It's good to see that he's going off on his own power, kind of jogging off a little bit. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him a little bit on that play. I mean, there was so much that happened on that play, as it was a tip ball that was picked by the kAIMUKI defense. And now they'll get the ball here at the 25-yard line of Roosevelt. Here's Mayava on first down. He's going to take a shot early to the end zone. Oh, my goodness. He had a man that time, number 34 rather. Yeah, number 34, Matthew Williams. Nice route, just a bit thrown high.
Yeah, so what they went back is to that screen look, but it was a fake screen play, and he had his receiver wide open, just overthrew him a hair, and that's a missed opportunity for kAIMUKI. They lost one of their weapons there in Kauhana Kaluna, so that was a chance to really make a statement. We'll see what they can do here in the next couple of downs.
Asuega Fula'a will get the kiv as he'll run forward to the 22-yard line. As, I mean, these two have been meeting up all game as Ka'eo Akana comes up with the tackle again.
Yeah, Akana's been all over the field, making a lot of plays, on receivers, on running backs, on the quarterback. So he's going to need some water.
And maybe some ice after this game. And so here we go, 3rd and 7. 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter, all tied at 24. kAIMUKI on the drive. Here's Mayava on 3rd down. We'll shuffle up. We'll throw on the run. Picked off. Picked off in the secondary. Shepard Kekahuna gets Roosevelt the ball back, and now a late flag comes out. And I believe this is going to be tacked on for a late hit out of bounds. Tack on another 15 after the play.
Wow, and just as we've seen Ogata make a bad decision, Mayava comes back and makes his own bad decision as he tries to improvise. He thought he had his receiver wide open downfield, Matthew Williams. Unfortunately, he was not. They had him double covered. Safety comes across for an easy interception, and a big momentum shift here with 6